Okay, good morning. This is Greslin, and we are doing a test update for PACE, Pack Attack Companion Edition, development issue number 5. And per request, we're dressing up Piper a little bit today. This is the Vault Explorer mashup mod, which is my personal favorite, and she's wearing the black version. And as you see, it's good combat. It's good combat gear. I like it. She's also armed with an FNFAL rifle and sufficient ammunition. So today we're going to be looking at what she's like in armor and with a real gun. Um, this particular mashup just has ridiculous DR on the armor, so don't expect her to hit the ground really quickly this time around. Let's see, things that have changed since dev 4. Well, the entire initialization system has been gutted and rebuilt completely. Because it turns out that the PANPC system, which was based on a dynamic script attachment using cloaks, it's not going to work out at all for companions because of a really serious Bethesda bug that they never bothered to fix, that they actually made worse back about 4 years ago. And that basically means that we can't do any magical effects on companions reliably. So we're doing a completely different system that's based on how the vanilla game actually built the follower architecture to start with, and actually end up with a lot more stable system. So I'm happy about that. I've tweaked the AI. AI is a little bit different now. Not majorly, but a few tweaks here and there. Um, but mostly, I just want to kind of show you how the difference we're going to be seeing when we're equipped with a rifle, and I want to take her into different areas today. Um, she does not have grenades today. This is not going to be a grenade update. Uh, so let's just get right to it. Now, one thing that we did start talking about, and I don't remember if I actually mentioned this in the dev4 video or not, but we got a system now that I call adaptive autonomy. And what AA means is that the paced AI is going to be keeping track of how much work you do and how much work they do in combat sessions. And if the paced AI decides that you're basically using pace as a cheat, you're sitting back, you're letting the companion do all the kills, and you're not really pulling your own, the, the AI is not going to trust you as much. It's not going to affect the affinity. They're still going to like you. They're just not going to trust you much in combat. And as that gets worse, the pace AI is going to get more defensive, and it's going to tone down the aggressiveness because it knows that you're not going to back it up. That's also going to affect things like XP sharing, grenade use, and various other risky behaviors that the pace AI may decide it's not safe to do because you're not willing to shoot somebody. That basically means that if you've got adaptive autonomy on, you're competing with the AI for kills. So you're gonna be able to switch that off in MCM if you want, but that's going to be a core feature of Pace, and so far it seems to be working pretty well. Uh, it AA does that by when you get into a combat session, it switches the companion out of teammate status, which basically means that temporarily they're not they're they're still a companion, but they're not a teammate. They're not sharing XP. XP sharing is now done directly by Pace. They're not going to take your orders if you're in the middle of combat, so you're not going to be able to tell them to stop and move over there. They're pretty much going to have a will of their own during combat. That's going to get more friendly to you the more they trust you. Now, when you get to the affinity up to about 800 or so, when you start getting closer to the infatuation level of affinity, AA is going to switch completely off and transition you more back to the vanilla system. So full XP sharing, full companion control, um, that's all something you're going to have to earn through the affinity system. Until then, you're earning it through what you're actually doing in combat. So that is somewhat new. That's somewhat new to dev5.
Or, if you need anything proofread.
Still haven't written the proofread subroutine. That joke is never going to get old. All right, so I got God mode turned on. Let's do the same test we did before. I'm going to throw some normal raiders, 5 raiders again. Again, we got PA NPC running.
Time's up, asshole.
Time's up, asshole. Now she's got a long rifle now, so she's using the PA NPC sniper protocol.
Real bad move. Should have backed down.
Yeah, that was pretty effective. Again, the XP is going to be scaled, so the less they trust you, the less XP you're getting out of the deal. Okay, let's do one more test. Come on, Pipe, get over here. Follower code is a little bit improved. We've also done some work on proximity checking, so she responds a little bit better to having nearby enemies. She also doesn't. Once she checks a dead body, she flags it and doesn't come back to it, or at least shouldn't. So now she's kind of sweeping the area and checking out all the bodies. So let's... Come on, Pipe. Okay, let's do the legendary raider test real quick, and then we'll take her into town. Now, we still haven't done combat threat assessment, so she's still going to be she's still going to be seeing these as regular raiders. But hopefully she'll do a little better with the rifle. I should say that the trust mechanism doesn't work overnight. It's not something that's going to happen very quickly. She's not going to suddenly lose trust if a particular combat session goes bad. It only really applies if there's more than one enemy. It only applies if there's only one enemy. If there's more than one enemy. And it happens gradually. So after through the course of maybe 10 or 15 combat sessions, if you're habitually doing it, you're going to start seeing it. You're going to start seeing that effect. Come on, Pipe.
Wow, there's a whole bunch of you, aren't there?
I know grenades will probably help you, but we're not testing grenades today.
Now I'm mad.
I love me some rifle animations.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
So it's definitely in your best interest to back up the companion. Try to give her some support.
One more obituary.
We still got at least. We got one guy on the radar. Where are you? There you are.
You made your peace.
Come on.
Pitiful.
Give up now. I'll make it quick.
Oh, I think your problems are worse than ours.
Lost
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you're still here?
Oh, there's still one more guy. I thought
So,
maybe I wondered if we didn't have a two out there instead of one. Now, if you saw the last video that I did, when we did the last time we ran some legendary raiders, this did not go as well. Now, granted, she's got a better gun and better armor. That counts for a lot, but I've also tweaked the AI, so we're making progress. And once again, she's doing a dead body sweep. I may or may not implement something in the future so that she can basically sweep for ammunition and things like that. So I haven't decided that yet. For right now, I'm just happy with improved combat support. Okay, so I think that's that's our Vault 111 test run for today on dev5. Let's take her into town.